So there's a lot of criticisms and a lot of people talking about this whole military parade that Trump is throwing on his birthday that is also supposed to be a celebration of an anniversary for the army, but it's kind of convenient. But I don't think anyone's really talking about the most concerning thing about it. We're talking about it's authoritarian. That's really something you see in dictatorships. We're talking about how expensive it is, which is also another concern. It should cost at least $45 million, not including whatever damage is done to the roads by like the tanks going down them. But the thing that concerns me the most about it is the way that the military is being used here as just toys for Trump to not show them off or to show them respect, but really to aggrandize himself, to show American military might, really. And what he means by that is his own personal military might. He's doing this at the same time that he's sending Marines potentially against American citizens. And I really just want to think about this for a second, because think about veterans in all of this. It's always important to me to think about there's a difference between what people say and then what their actions actually are, right? Our military personnel are over and over and over again disrespected, especially as veterans and especially as disabled vets throughout the process of dealing with things like the VA, trying to get jobs, trying to be supported by our country. And I don't mean that, this should just be lip service. I mean, seriously, you go through all of that stuff to serve your country, to serve the Constitution, not the president, but to serve the Constitution and ostensibly, therefore, to serve the people. And then we, the people, should be thanking them afterwards and during by making sure that they have the services that they need, right? That we're addressing any health concerns, especially those that are a result of their service. It all makes perfect sense. You know what I mean. My point is only this. We're making all of these cuts to veteran services while at the same time spending $45 million on this parade. So here we are with Doge and Trump firing VA employees, many of whom themselves are veterans, looking at ways to try and privatize the VA, which they're saying is going to make it better, but at the end of the day is probably going to raise costs, because who actually trusts a private insurer? I certainly don't. They always start out good, but it always ends up, once they get rid of all the other options, they will ratchet prices up as much as they can. So the fact of the matter is we have all of these instances of cuts to veterans while at the same time waving the flag and saying, oh, we love our military. And then we have all of these service members, active service members right now, who are being disrespected. And it doesn't matter whether or not you agree with, say, for instance, someone being trans or whatever, that however that may or may not bother you. If you're a service member, right, they are your comrade in arms, and they're being told that they're not worthy of service. They're being kicked out. They're being told that they're like too selfish to be service members. And those are many of them are people who have already served. We're erasing the names off of ships of gay service members, and the Black community. We're erasing Black service members from the history that's being taught in the military. So we have all of these service members who are being disrespected while at the same time undercutting and reducing our service to veterans, while at the same time saying that we respect our military and that we have the best military in the world. And it's just so much BS. It's just one of those things where you can look at what's actually happening and ask yourself, why do we keep believing people's words more than people's actions? I've used this example before, and I'm going to use it again. But we've all had those jobs where you go to meetings and they're all telling you how much they care about you, right? They're telling you like, oh, at this job, we care about our employees. You're important to us. And they'll throw you like little things like, oh, in this raffle, maybe you can win, a Starbucks. But you actually see behind the scenes all of the stuff that they're actually doing to try and prevent you from getting fair pay, from being able to get benefits. They'll do stuff where it's like, oh, we've improved your benefits. But when you do the math, you see that the benefits are actually worse. It's just a bunch of lip service. It reminds me of like when GM was doing all of this stuff where they were saying like, oh, we're here for families. We want to help you keep your family safe in your car. But at the same time, they were actually burying the fact that people were dying and that there needed to be a recall. It's that. Here we are, a country that does not support our veterans, does not support our military personnel. Not in word. We say it in word all the time, but actually financially, with the rubber hitting the road. We do not serve our current military personnel if they don't follow our racial or gendering or sexual belief sets. We are just inconsistent, and it's just, forgive me, a bunch of BS. And the gall of him to have on his birthday these tanks rolling down the road so that he can pretend that he respects the military while at the same time working to remove their care. It's beyond me. And we should be saying something about it. And we should be saying something to our service members and our veterans, probably starting with an apology. So I am truly sorry for that. Whatever side of the aisle you happen to be on, I am sorry that you have to deal with this kind of inconsistency from us, from the country you serve, the people you serve, and your politicians. With that, thank you so much for watching. If you find this kind of stuff interesting, you like philosophical rants, please do follow and like and subscribe. If you agree there's something I'm missing, another point you want to make, throw it in there in the comments. If you think you disagree, go ahead, politely put it in there. I love to talk with you all. And with that, again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.